A driver nobody saw coming just walked into the lion's den and knocked off the man leading the championship chase on his own team. Meanwhile, across the same stretch of pavement, a title favorite watched a 50-point cushion get sliced down to almost nothing in the final 5 laps. This is the kind of weekend that rewrites a season. Let's get into it. NASCAR's Cup Series rolled into the Naval Base Coronado street course in San Diego, and the action matched the setting. A first-time winner broke through. A championship leader cracked under pressure. A playoff hopeful got wiped out in a restart pileup, and one driver clawed back from a 2-lap deficit to finish second. That's 4 storylines, 1 race weekend, and a championship picture that looks completely different on Monday morning than it did on Friday. Street courses are unpredictable by nature, tight walls, constant traffic, 0 margin for error. That volatility is exactly why this race turned into a turning point for the championship. Going into the weekend, one driver held a commanding points lead. Coming out of it, that cushion had nearly evaporated, and it happened because of mistakes, not bad luck. That distinction matters. Bad luck you can shrug off. Self-inflicted errors stick with a team heading into the postseason. On the other side of the garage, a part-time driver, someone without even a full-time ride locked in for the season, outdueled the championship leader's own teammate to grab his first career Cup win. That's not just a feel-good story. That's a team finding out they may have a problem on their hands heading into contract talks. And then there's the playoff bubble. A wreck in a restart pileup knocked one contender outside the cut line with the discipline of road course racing now staring him down for one final shot. Let's start with the championship battle, because this is the headline. Losing the point lead at a green flag pass is one thing. Losing it because of a late race spin, an ill-timed qualifying mistake, and then cutting a tire while racing your own teammate for the win. That's 3 separate errors compounding into one disastrous weekend. In championship racing, that's the kind of stretch that gets dissected by every analyst and crew chief in the garage. The strategic risk here is obvious. When you're protecting a lead, every aggressive move carries a cost-benefit calculation. Pushing for the win when you're already comfortably ahead in points is a gamble. It can look heroic if it works. It looks reckless when it doesn't, and Sunday it didn't. Now flip to the other side of that battle. A rookie-level talent driving a part-time car with no guaranteed future, refusing to back down from a head-to-head fight with a championship leader. That's not just good driving. That's a statement. Teams notice when an unproven driver doesn't flinch in that moment. Expect that performance to accelerate contract conversations that may have already been in motion. Then there's the comeback story. Going down 2 laps because of an equipment failure should end a contender's day. Instead, methodically working back onto the lead lap and finishing second shows the kind of resilience that playoff committees and fans remember in November, not just June. And don't overlook the bubble battle for the final playoff spots. A few specific factors are now separating contenders by mere points. Stage point efficiency, a costly mechanical failure compounding an existing injury situation, and one team continuing to outperform its resources without manufacturer support. These margins are razor thin, and one more road course before the cutoff means every single point matters now more than ever. Expect 2 very different reactions splitting the fan base right now. One side is buzzing about a breakout star arriving ahead of schedule, with analysts already comparing his composure under pressure to proven veterans. The other side is sounding the alarm. A championship favorite making uncharacteristic mistakes 3 weeks running into the postseason is a kind of pattern broadcasters love to dissect and rivals love to see. There's also going to be plenty of chatter about the chaos off the track. A multi-car wreck eliminating playoff hopefuls, a heated confrontation between drivers after the checkered flag, and even a fan incident that ended in a sprint across an active military base before being caught. NASCAR Twitter is going to be loud this week. Best case scenario, the championship leader regroups, treats this as a wake-up call, and tightens up at the next road course to stabilize the points lead before the format resets. The breakout driver gets that full-time ride locked in, and a new rivalry storyline carries the sport into the postseason. Worst case scenario, the pressure compounds. One more mistake at the next road course, and that once massive points lead disappears, entirely heading into the playoff cutoff, turning a coronation into a real fight, while bubble teams keep clawing for spots that are now separated by single digits. So here's the question. Was that aggressive move by the championship leader smart racing, or a costly gamble that could define the rest of his season? Drop your take in the comments. I want to see the debate. And if you want breakdowns like this every single race week, make sure you're subscribed, because this championship fight is about to get a lot more interesting.